貴様らがデビルと呼ぶ存在。20年前貴様に殺されかけた時に分離した我が半身をこやつから取り戻す。今こそ我が復活の時。おかげで手間一つ省けた。褒美に我が力を味わわせてやろう。どうした？貴様らの科学で我を研究し尽くしたのではないのか。なぜ変わらぬ？風間とやらの力。和也貴様、なぜ？まさか。なるほど。力の統合にこんな手もあったとは。貴様の出番もここまでだ。俺の中で溶けてゆくがいい。あとは貴様を殺せば全て俺のものだ。目覚めろ、風間陣。ついに全てを手に入れたぞ。憎め、呪え。憎め、呪え。憎め、憎め、呪え。憎め。目覚めろ、風間陣。お前さえいなければ、お前を倒して全てを終わらせる。
所詮この程度の男か。不甲斐ない。その力、わしが全てもらう。お前はここで死ね。
風間淳に感謝しろ。
So if you're just now joining me today, okay, I'm pretty sure you guys have been wondering, why the freak isn't she talking? I just had to look at previous endings before we get to Tekken 5, because, oh my god, bunch of junk. Bunch of junk indeed. This will always be the most epic ending, I mean opening ever. Don't you just love to see Mishimas hit each other and robot? Blew off his spine! Literally, his robotic spine. Oh. Ah! Overhead grab! Now, if Kazuya had that move in actual Tekken, that would be so dope. I'm so kind of freaked out, but like dope. Nani Kazuya. Nani. Explosions! Woo! Turn that thing into a whole volcano.
Is dead.
Unfortunately, Raven was wrong for the past 2 games. Twice. I'm here now. I'm doing the best I can. Where are you now? Uh-huh. Here we go. Ah. When the sun rises again. Hi! And you won't give a freak out! Turns out that's actually a move called Tiger Feint. Get out, make my soul weak. Get down and call history. My heartbeat gonna be faster. Oh! I don't care which one's walking this way. What if I go back to 0? And we never saw that cat ever again. Poor Asuka cat arc. It never went anywhere. You can't do it! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! Hey! Alright, let's get down to business! I'm not touching any of the Mishimas, but the topic of the stream is pretty straightforward, if you know what I mean. Pretty straightforward, you know? What in the world? Jack Daniels? Are y'all serious? What's going on here, man? What's... Why is this a thing? Okay, so that was actually a thing. Wow. Forgot Jack Daniels existed before it was beer. But let's get into some matches, and hopefully someone will stream so I don't feel like I'm talking to myself behind the camera. Hey guys, wanna check out my new camera? Oh wait, this isn't a camera. You gave me the case, that's not my fault. So, I've been talking to Phoenix a lot today about characters and how they could be used and stuff. And a lot of this come to my attention in terms of useful characters and non-useful. You over here looking at me weird for playing with your case because it got glitter in it, and you over here doing the same thing. So, the conversation wasn't heavy, of course. We both had good ideas. Some hot were taken, you know. I had some bad ideas too. It's just that Tekken is a lot of circulatory storylines that, I mean, if you're gonna grab a nugget, jeez. I ordered a 12-piece just in case, because I knew. Hi, Garthen! You don't get extra fries when it comes to your mom. You get extra nuggets in case she's getting all touchy-feely. But I've been talking to Phoenix about story, and he's had some good ideas, a lot more sound than some of mine, but considering the fact that I've seen a lot of storylines, a lot of bad YNs, I don't begin to make a good storyline, and it's like, even if it is a good idea, I just followed you on Twitter. Bro, you got a Twitter just to follow me? I'm honored. I really don't think you shouldn't have if you don't already use it, but grazie, Garson, grazie. If you don't know what grazie is, I'm not trying to be stereotypical or whatever. That's just thank you in Italian. Why is he oiled up? Because I know sometimes people don't play Assassin's Creed. I learned that from Assassin's Creed. This guy's a Fujin? No freaking way. Nice try, buddy. Yeah, you love drama. Bro's about it. Wee! Stop it. You're not clever, bro. You wanna try that again? I'm literally bullying this fool cause he don't know what to do. Finally! I'm starting to get bored. Dang, bro. All I hit was some ankles. But Tekken's story it's the fact that it has serious potential, but it's literally too busy going into circular patterns to actually do anything useful with itself. So most of the time I can't trust it with a small good idea. Like here Phoenix was talking about, okay, instead of just having everyone mad at Kazuya and the Mishimas and whatever, which is completely understandable because started this whole war thing in the first place. I was like, the idea of a scientist having hands is a good idea. I didn't mention Dr. Baskin, but he suggested having several characters be mad at a scientist who experimented on them, and I'm just like, that is a sound idea, but fundamentally speaking, that leaves too much space for the Tekken team to take it and run with it. Just turn that one specific idea into someone's personality trait. So it's not inherently bad, it's just that a simple idea like that, I don't trust the Tekken team with, because they'll take it and just make characters chase this one guy around in a circle where nobody gets anything done, and it'll be super annoying. Like, Tekken's story is so bad, I genuinely can't trust them to have a good story. Like, it's so bad, I genuinely don't even know if the next story is going to be good or worse. Okay, so now he can parry? Basically throwing myself at the sky. Do 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 do. I was blocking. Okay, how? Okay, really? Come on. Doo 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 doo. Bruh, come on, armor move? And he takes the win and leaves, right? Right? Bro thinks he got it. Okay. I'm just used to people taking the win and leaving. Like, come on, bro. Fight like you mean it. Don't test the waters just because. But, I don't know. It's like, maybe that's just me, but it seems like Tekken stories, besides that, you know, simple ideas can't flow right, because the Tekken team would take something small like that and just make the characters run around in a circle. Other than that, it seems like Tekken Lore is just pulled out of thin air. How do I come to this conclusion? Well, it's due to the fact that there was only a few people in that comment section asking about the Mishimas in terms of like, where did Reina come from and all that and stuff, and it's just freaking crazy. And I was like, okay, cool. And literally that was like just 1% of the comments. Everyone else was just asking about every other character, because it's like the Mishimas are like, we pretty your story, we're bored of you right now, so can y'all not? Okay, what? Okay, really? I was holding back that time. I forgot I was. Wanna try that again? But it's just very weird to me. Like, it genuinely seems like the lore is pulled out of thin air for some reason. So I just find that kind of disappointing, because much to be explored about everyone else, but for some reason Harada seems to completely stop when nobody's asking about the Mishimas, which is very disappointing. Like, as soon as everybody was asking about the Mishimas on Twitter, bro was like silent. Like, it wasn't even a bad time, it was just quiet because nothing was happening. What the freak? Why did the lag spike? Gotcha. Aww. Bro couldn't handle it. Yep, he plugged. Loser! Loser! He frickin' plugged! He frickin' plugged! Frickin' plugged. Frickin' loser. I don't know why my accent decided to come out. I just find that very disappointing to know that, like, the lore somehow stops at the Mishimas and that's it. Like, everything we know about the characters is literally everything there is to know about the characters. It's like, what? Like, hello? What do you mean that's all there is? Like, I find that very startling to know that the person who's been a main factor in the games literally is a blank space when you start asking them about everyone but the Mishimas. Like, Reina, Jin, Kazuya, June, maybe Zhao Yu, and that's pretty much it. Like, everyone else, I mean, of course nobody's gonna ask about the bears or freaking bears. The story is like, that's all there is to it, whatever. But like, I find that very disappointing. Either he's holding back lore, or there is literally nothing else to say because he has nothing else prepared for the characters. Like, legit, that is worrying to know that people, like, the majority of the people don't want info about the Mishimas. Like, freaking people are, like, done with the Mishimas. I don't care about the Mishimas, like, right now. I want to know what's the story behind Leroy, you know? Like, how did that idea for him come up? And he didn't even answer that question either. Someone asked about Leroy and how he was created. Harada saw that tweet, retweeted it, and didn't even answer the question. Girl, what? I don't know. Harada picks and chooses, and it's like, sure, he doesn't have to answer every question, but we already know about the Mishimas. I don't care. Like, come on. Give me lore about anyone but the Mishimas. Like, we all know what there is to know about these guys. Can you tell us something about someone that isn't a Mishima? Like, so disappointing. You think being a dev, you would be prepared and, you know, have a lore of Tekken art book or something stashed somewhere ready for release, but literally no. Literally no. Nothing. Zilch. Zamunda. Prince of Zamun. Anyway, I know this guy. It's 240. Glad to see you again, bro. You there? Are you there? Are you there? Bro? So I just find that kind of disappointing. You think, you know, the dev would have stuff prepared, but as soon as you start asking about everyone but the Mishimas, he's going cold turkey. He's like silent mode. Oh my god, girlfriend. Lag, thank you. Oh wow. I just find that disappointing, and it seems like all lore is basically pulled out this man's butt, which is totally not, you know? Because the first thing I wanted to know about Master Raven is, what's her real name? Bro can't even answer that, you know? He ignores when people want to ask questions about, okay, what about Leroy? What about Panda? Like, who taught her martial arts? He answers every question about the Mishimas, except like 90% of the roster. How? Oh my god, I said to friend, what were you doing? It's just disappointing, cause you know, Tekken story could be great, but instead we're literally stuck with whatever the heck Harada chooses to ignore and chooses to not explain. Like, that's so cool, you know? I love it when a dev completely ignores everyone else's questions and then decides to not follow up with someone asking. That's crazy. Imagine, I can't imagine what that one player must feel like, because bro got a retweet from Harada and Harada didn't even answer the question. Harada said so and so whatever and didn't even answer his question about how we came to create Master Raven and Leroy. Now that's disappointing. Like, what? You retweet my tweet just to answer the question. I would have replied, you're not gonna answer my question? Like that, if that were me, but I don't know. I wish you could tell who muted you on Twitter. That would be easier to find out, cause if I'm on the mute list, this is kinda like, what's the point? Just gonna be on mute for asking about my character. Like, bro. Peeps want to know. It's not just about the Mishimas anymore. We're tired of these daddy issue dudes. Like, we're tired of the whole fact of sausage party. It's gross. It's gross. Sure, the men look good and that's cool and all, but is Tekken 8 for the gays? The fact that people laughed out loud outside, and it wasn't even because of the question I just asked, was crazy. That's perfect timing. But, is Tekken 8 for the gays? Oh, look at all these men! Where are the women at? Like, if you're gonna add a bunch of men, at least add Miguel. He's a ladies' man. But, you know, Tekken would rather add a bunch of buff dudes, make it a sausage party. You flex our muscles, but we're not gay. We have daddy issues, but we totally have whatever the freak is going on right now. I mean, like, it takes more money to manage a bad game than it does a good game. Because money with a good game just flows effortlessly. People are gonna spend money on a good game because it's a good game. It takes more money to manage a bad game because fans aren't willing to spend money. They don't like it. So you're having to spend more for the upkeep. Just, can we just move to Tekken 9 so this nightmare that is Tekken can... Because keeping alive a bad game is literally, there's no point. It's not gonna get better. It's been 2 seasons. If this character don't revive it, if this new character don't revive it, then we're done. Forget season 3. I don't want to hear about Tekken 8 season 3. Another ultimate slap a title on it for season 3 again. Like, ew. Like, disgusting. But, I don't know. It's just ridiculous. Like, can you believe that, you know? You get a retweet by a dev and he doesn't even actually answer the question. No paragraph about how Leroy was made. Just a comment on your question. Like, what? What? Hold up, let me pull it up right now. Cause that is wild. Harada picks and chooses, and unfortunately his picking and choosing is like same time tomorrow. Well, just admit it, you didn't create lore for anyone else but the Mishimas and the main characters. Just admit it. Like, shut up. Shut up, and it's... You're very upset. Mistake on his name. Let me see. Trying to find... It was literally a reply to... No, not happening. Do. They could be mixed with something. Oh my god. Bruh. What the what? Need to know. Have you votes? Yep. Bro didn't even answer the question. Bro didn't even... Literally, the guy asked... The guy literally mentioned Harada and Tekken and said, I humbly ask you this Black History Month, what was the creation process behind Leroy and Master Raven if you have a little time? Bro literally re-quoted and answered it. I'm sorry, it's just so stupid. He literally re-quoted and answered this with another question. Do you want to know how it happened or the process or process is? Sir, you overthinking a question, you didn't even answer it. I'm sorry, I just can't. The one time someone asked about Master Raven and Leroy, let alone a black character, bro answers it with a question, doesn't even answer the question, yet someone could ask something so open-ended with the Mishimas, be non-specific, and Harada instantly replies with a freaking 2-hour-long paragraph. Bro, what? Like, I get it, you don't have time to answer every tweet, that's understandable, but like, avoiding questions about different characters besides the Mishimas is crazy. Like, is bro just there to breathe air on Twitter? Breathe air! You don't need a vape! You ever sat in a room? I've seen too many memes. I've seen too many memes. I'm just saying, like, it's retarded. Like, the least he could do is give us characters first names. Like, characters that don't have a first name or just have a street name. Like, come on, bro. Cause this is ridiculous. The lore is so dry here that he can't answer any other questions unless they're not Mishima, unless they're Mishima freaking related in terms of lore. Like, what? That's startling and sad. Your writing team, well, I'm not, well, heck, the writing team is so bad that they literally have nothing for everyone else, which means that every story from here going on is literally just going to be some crap they thought of at the last minute because they had nothing prior. What? What? I'm sorry, y'all need to hire some story writers because this ain't it. Like, Bakuran's story went nowhere. The only thing we found out was the fact that bro Mishima Zaibatsu was behind it. You know, it would have been better if Anna was attached, but unfortunately we got more of the Mishima character hate as usual. Can we have someone who's seen both sides of the argument and just picks a side, you know? Can we get the Tekken Force General? You know, the person who serves under Nina, Zoe? It'll be a nice perspective to see. I don't want to see her in a freaking rivalry. Lars, that's so boring. That's so boring. Dip it in the water. Why did I press back? I was trying to do a match. But I just find that very, very stupid. Like, dang. Y'all really got, it's a bunch of drywall. Like, you open a character file in Tekken headquarters, and for some reason the file for everyone but the Mishimas is empty. For Master Raven, you just get some concept arts, side story, that's it. Like, and then one person asked about the Tekken characters' favorite foods, and you know what Harada did? Bro didn't even get a DM. He was like, I don't know if that will cause commotion on Twitter, and he said he'll just privately DM him. You know what Harada did? Bro left him on red. He was like, I'll privately DM you, and left him on red. Bro did not DM squat. Bro left him with a bigger question mark and a bunch of false promises. You know? It's one thing to say, alright, I gotta create a list because I haven't thought about that, but oh my god! The factor of cool can no longer carry characters now. We need substance. Raven has lost his edge. Victor was supposed to be cool, but yeah, Victor, no. I don't think they saw the hindsight. Well, I don't think they got the message in hindsight about putting a white man over a black woman and just completely degrading her purpose in being there. It was not exactly a good choice. If he had to like be connected to the UN, they could have just made him a UN field agent who works, you know, and assists the Ravens, and that would have been cool, you know. One of your work buddies is a flamboyant French dude who likes going to expensive restaurants, but they had to make him the founder, which kind of really doesn't make sense because a samurai can't really lead. Whatever. They're going the Yoshimitsu route. Yoshimitsu's name is literally just his nickname for being a cyber ninja is literally just a title. Like in Tekken 8, he's a confirmed samurai. Like it's literally just a title at this point. Bro is a whole samurai. Like you take away his sword, he doesn't get a new stance. Like bro's literally just a samurai. That cyber ninja junk is literally just a title now. Like, come on. Come on, man. But, I don't know, it's just infuriating how... Like, what? Tekken Lore. Don't bother asking unless it's a Mishima related question. Otherwise, Harada will message and quote tweet you and then not answer the question. I kid you not. I kid you not. Like, there are more people asking about everyone else but the Mishimas, and for some reason, bro just sees them and is like, I'm gonna disappear now. Like, he literally stopped posting lore when everyone stopped asking about the Mishimas. That was a lot of people. People were asking about Julia's mother, JC, Dr. Boskanovich, Alyssa. Bro, people were asking about everybody else except the Mishimas. And Genryu and Bob. But, you know, Harada likes to pick and choose. Completely ignores everything else. I was completely like, whoa. Y'all, this can't be real. Kid you not. Bro quote tweeted a question just to not answer it. Man. That right there is sad. No info, no nothing. Bro saw that, answered it with a question, and left him on red. That's crazy. Bro asked about the process of how Leroy was created, and bro answered with a question and didn't even answer the question. Someone could ask a question about one of the Mishimas and Harada's got a 2-hour long paragraph. Bro. Couldn't be me. Like, does the writer's room really got nothing up there for any other character that isn't a Mishima? Or like someone who's already popular and we already know about? Like, what? Y'all joking, right? This can't be real, right? Like, come on. And what makes it worse is that there are so many characters that have unused potential. I'm not gonna say Eliza because she personally shouldn't be coming back to Tekken. I mean, they tried 2D with Tekken 7. It made the game more popular, of course, but nobody wants more 2D crap. Especially not when they have, especially not if they're gonna do the same thing they did with Tekken 7 and gonna keep both mechanics and have heat on top of that. People say they want Akuma back until they actually get him back and he's worse, and now all of a sudden it's a problem. I get it, you don't know what you want, but don't make everyone else suffer because you don't know what your narcoleptic bipolar butt wants. Did I just call it Tekken fans sleepyheads? Yes, because they are practically asleep to the corruption of their own game. People are willing to buy the same thing twice. Well, I shouldn't have a problem in case Anna and Midia and Armor King are DLC again. Well, at least Armor King and Anna, because I highly doubt that Anna's base roster with her sister again. Anna's reasons for being in the tournament is starting to become redundant. I said what I said. It's like, she never, the moment she gets some character development, she appears and then it's after Nina. That's it. Her story gets better when she's not around Nina, and then once she's in the game, it's after Nina, and then it's just boring again. Like, we've went through this before, lady. Can you just, like, get a life, please? Stop trying to kill your sister, it's getting boring. I love rivalries, but I'm not gonna lie. This junk between Anna and Nina is getting hecka stupid. But that's just me. Well, it's 12:09 and I wasn't trying to make this a super long stream. So, with that being said, you all the new. See you all in the next one. Bye bye!